Okay, let's talk branding now. This is going to be a sneak peek to the classroom that we have in our school for branding. Now, this is where I get into the real nitty gritty on how to look at brands, how to enforce them, maintain them, how to create them. I show you all the technical things that you probably don't know anything about. But when you look at a brand, when you look at a logo, when you look at a company, there's something that happens in your mind instantaneously. These computations that take place, the way that things make you feel, and I take you through that. And when you know the blueprint of what's going on up here, it changes on how you see things. And you're going to realize that you've always had a design bone in your body, that you do understand these things because it's how it makes you feel. And when we design a brand, that's what we want to do. We want to think about, how do I want my audience to feel when they look? Do I want it to be a source of credibility, of happiness, of comfort, of inspiration? And so there's a lot that goes into that. It's not just, let's just make a logo and quit, start making money real quick. You don't want to get into that mindset. You have to take your time. If you design your business with longevity in mind, everything else is going to fall into place. But if you just hurry up and start getting clients, you're going to hit a ceiling hard. Most of my clients have 500 five-star reviews, have multiple trucks, do $1 million. And then at one point they realize that they couldn't shortcut, that they need to create a brand that turns head, it's remarkable, and gives the perceived notion of credibility and trustworthiness. So I dedicated so much time to developing this goal. These are all the modules that have videos, they have explanations and templates and just everything that you need. It's right here, okay? Short of literally showing you how to use Photoshop and Illustrator. So it's only poop. This is where I touch on how when you have a low risk purchase of poop scooping, how branding, this is where you really need to make sure that you have branding dialed in, because it simplifies the decision for people. So it's not the fact that it's only poop, who cares? This is because you need to develop that good branding because it's only poop. Ironically, that's why you need to focus on your branding, okay? Because most other people are thinking it's only poop. I don't need to worry about my logo and my branding and my color scheme and my website. Incorrect. This is where it matters the most, ironically. Naming your business, I'll take you through how to name it, if you want to do it yourself, because I do touch on how to use AI to do it. But you want to know the rules, things that work, how to get phonetics going and involved, how to bounce it off of people. So I take you through all that process. Vehicle wrap, we do a shop tour, and then I show you the process of it, talk about pricing, how involved it is, what happens when they print, off-gassing, and why when you choose a printer, it's so important. And then also designing the wrap. I've got a video that literally shows you me designing one, and I explain why I'm putting things where I'm putting it. It's all very important. What files you need. So when you're done getting your logo, your branding, your website done, files that you need in order to give to people on the digital side and on the analog side. So if I'm going to have people print things like yard signs, business cards, and if I'm going to have postcards made, I'm going to have, cover photos for Facebook, you got to know what files to work with: JPEGs, PNGs, PDFs, EPSs, AIs. I take you through all that, okay? How to maintain your brand, because once you get something made, you have to maintain it by enforcing and managing it. So I take you through that as well. There's a lot to go into branding, guys. It's not just, make a brand, let's get going. There's a lot. How to secure domain names, how to work with if it's not available, what alternatives you can do. And I'm not talking about like .biz or .net. We don't get into any of that crap. How to hire multiple designers, because I know not everyone can hire a professional designer. You have a budget that you're working with. This is the best that I can do. No problem. I teach you how to hire multiple designers so that you can stepstone your way to a really nice looking brand. Why strong branding equals higher pricing. Got to change that mindset. And then how to use AI. How to use it for designing, not necessarily just your logo. This is for print layout and marketing material too, because you're going to have to figure out how to make all your stuff, this is just lying around, how to make all your stuff look cohesive. You can, just me flipping it, you have no idea what I'm showing you, but you know that this is the same company, don't you? That's the idea, okay? So I show you how to use AI to do those things as well, how to get some layouts and how to work with all that stuff. The technical side, this is the nitty gritty artistic, like composition, mise en scène, the things that you don't care about, but I need you to understand, okay? why when you choose fonts and typefaces on, when you download them and then use them in Canva or whatever, why when you choose a font, it's so important, and it can change drastically the feel and tone and the vibe of your design. Shading methods for especially on vehicle wraps, talking about weight and thicknesses and how that stuff matters, why you want it consistent, why even like angular approaches, is it rounded, is it sharp? That all changes the vibe and the tone, and you want it consistent. Talking about margins, I give you literally like an easy button on how to make your designs look really good, and I give you examples as well. And then talking about how your focus, when you look at something, where's the focus? I can show you how to shift your focus of your audience when they look at a logo, a 5-around, a postcard, whatever. I can show you how to move their eyes from here to here to here to here. It's all in the design. It's a technical skill that allows me to move people, and I share that with you. And then just understanding values. That might be probably one of the most important modules in this classroom, is just understanding values. So we'll see you in the Skool, and let's learn about branding and design.